What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Bossers Podcast, a great place to play games and be better. I am your host, not Corey Durick. It's me, your boy, LeRon. How's it going, everyone? Hope you all are having a great week so far. We have a full panel tonight, because alongside me, as always, is the mad pharmacist herself, Stephanie Klima.
Hello there, friends.
Hey, Stephanie.
Yes.
How you
Yes.
doing?
Oh,
How
I
you
was
doing?
like, am I on mute? What happened? I'm doing
No,
all right.
you're not. No, you're doing all right. Cool. Cool. If who's your least favorite Zelda character?
My least favorite Zelda character?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that
And you don't
came
have
out
to
of
give an
nowhere.
explanation. You don't have to give an explanation.
I-
Why is it Tingle?
I was
Tingle
gonna
and
say
Navi.
Tingle's
Tingle
the
and
obvious
Navi.
Shut
one.
your mouth, sir.
crossed my mind. It crossed my mind. You know what? You know
Just
who I
because he
don't like?
brings his family into slave labor doesn't mean he's a bad guy.
Oh my god, I didn't go
Wow.
What's the romantic interest in Twilight Princess? What's her name?
Midna.
Midna? No, not.
No,
Not
Minna's not the
Midna.
romantic interest. She's from Ordon Village. She's the chief's
I didn't-
daughter.
I didn't play
Oh!
Twilight Princess.
I
'cause
picture her face in my head. I don't know her name though.
All right, hold on.
It's funny I
Twilight
remember Agnes, but not whoever you're talking about.
chief.
While we're-
Chief's daughter.
while we're
Hold
waiting on
on. No. It's not that. Oh, dang it!
You
I
have
don't
no
know.
idea what kind of hell I can bring you.
EK Power. Pat Klein's in the house.
Yeah. I
Stephanie,
am
get your answer
not-
ready.
I am
Well, you
not the
skipped me
romantic
anyway.
interest, but,
Ilya.
but we.
Who was it?
Ilya. See, her personality is so boring and uninspiring. I didn't even remember her freaking name. Ilya has
Hey,
a
hey.
personality of a piece of cardboard
Dang.
on a wet highway.
What?
Okay, just saying.
I will agree with that, because Agnes the bug lady had more personality than she did.
Way more. All right, there you go. I'm done.
All right, Pat, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right, although I was hit with some sad news earlier today.
Uh-oh.
One of my favorite burger and custard joints burned down last night.
A local
Oh my
place? A
God.
local place, or is it? Or
Yeah, a local
Oh.
place.
Was it like
What's
It's
a
a
the name?
place I
fire?
used to hang out with. Huh? They don't know what caused it. It's a complete wreck though. Like the roof caved in and everything.
Oh man! Oh, that's a
it's
serious
gone.
fire. That's a serious fire. Oh my god!
I used to hang out at this place all the time with my friends back
That
in
is
the day.
sad.
Damn! I'm sorry, man.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. At least you have the memories, though.
I do.
Yeah. Yeah. So tell me, pull back from your memory your least favorite Persona character.
My least favorite Persona character is probably Teddy.
Oh, fuck
Okay.
off.
And by the way, we're not offering any explanation for this because I want to see how many people are going to hit us in the comments about our choices.
I will hate you right here on microphone, sir.
All right, so brand new to the Bossers Podcast. Welcome, Taylor.
Oh, yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Taylor. I'm recently the new co-host of the book club, which is super exciting. I have yet to host one or co-host one, but it'll be this Friday, and I'm super excited for that. I think most people on Twitter know me for being obsessed with Genshin Impact.
Patrick has a really fucked up initiation ritual, so be ready.
I'm a little nervous now.
You're gonna get hazed pretty bad.
It's as someone who's been through it, it doesn't scar. I promise you.
Mentally
I
prepare
think I scarred
myself.
Stephanie a few times with my. I just tend to toss him right into it.
See,
Steph?
I'm still here. Yep, exactly.
They've all
right.
survived.
So real quick, Taylor, tell our audience about your pedigree in like the world of video games. You mentioned Genshin Impact. You mentioned that.
Yes. Yeah, I've been playing video games since I was like 5. I grew up with an older brother and a twin sister, and me and my siblings have been playing video games together like our entire lives, and I still live with them. So we still play games together all the time. But I'm mainly into Nintendo and JRPGs. So that's more like my niche. Because I do like Genshin. But yeah, I've just been pretty much playing video games my whole life. I love multiplayer games. I love couch co-op games. I'm sad they went out of style.
I know, right?
I
They're
miss-
like dinosaurs now.
Yeah. But that's about it.
All right, cool. Well, it's great to see you. It's nice to meet you. It's great to have you. Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
And back from outer space is the one, the only Matthew Kiel.
Hi. I'm also not Corey with my backwards hat and being white.
Oh, wait. Swing back to Taylor real quickly here. Because you mentioned Genshin Impact, who's your least favorite Genshin Impact character?
Oh, easily Fischl. There's this girl named Fischl. I will not give a detailed explanation. I cannot stand her.
That's how we do it here. All right, Matt,
I was just hoping it wasn't Paimon because I love Paimon.
I love Paimon.
Paimon rules.
She's so funny.
I want to get back to Genshin Impact so badly, but like the platform I played it on is gone. Like my access to it is gone, so I'd have to start over. I'm thinking about starting it over on PlayStation. I may bother you at some point about that. But anyway, continue, LeRon.
No. I was just welcoming you back to the show and everything. So Matt, your least favorite Mega Man character?
Oh, geez.
It can be a boss. It could be a boss. It could be a main character. It cannot be a minion though.
I see. Here's the thing. I'm so out of the loop with Mega Man anymore. I've forgotten most of it. So,
okay.
Where's that kick button?
No,
I know, right?
Well, no,
what's happening here?
I'm not like trashing Mega Man. I'm saying I've forgotten most of it.
I threw you a softball and you came and lobbed it back.
If I have to pick, it's the easiest boss in Mega Man 2. Airman is kind of garbage.
Airman
is a bit of a pushover. He's a bit of a pushover.
He's part of that cool Mega Man rap that's on YouTube. Have you heard that?
Sure.
That is true.
He totally is. And Airman belongs in that rap, but he is also the Glass Joe of that game. Like if
really okay, because as cool as Metal Man is, like he gets owned by his own weapon in one shot.
Yeah. Yeah. But like, Airman gets owned by the goddamn pea shooter. Come on.
Every character can get owned by the pea shooter in Mega Man. That's the magic.
Airman
gets you don't use any of those weapons.
Not as easily as Airman. I'm just saying. And also in a game full of just absolute fire music, that his theme is the worst, I think.
No, it is not. Crash Man's music is the worst.
Oh hell no! You where's the kick button?
Dude, come on,
that's the best.
As long as we accept that Woodman had a awesome track.
Oh hell yeah!
My favorite track is Flashman.
Oh, Flashman's dope. Flashman's number 2 for me. Crash Man is actually my favorite. When I was a kid, I actually put that theme on and recorded it on a cassette with a mic.
That's a guaranteed way to get me to go to sleep. And with that song,
I recorded it. I think I recorded it for like a half hour, and then I realized, oh wait a minute, I only needed like a minute and a half because it just repeats. Because I didn't realize it repeated.
I bet you drove your parents nuts.
I mean, that was one of the reasons. How long do you have? Let's talk about the others.
And of course it would.
Yeah. Oh, those days where you had the recorder and you like put it right next to a sound system. That way you could like get your mixtapes going on. Those were good days.
I remember recording stuff off a radio. Yeah, I was
before my time.
I was. Yes.
We call this the 80s.
I turned 45 today, so
happy birthday, dude.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right,
Happy
and of course,
birthday,
the Boss Rush podcast. If the Sleeveless one himself didn't say what's popping, everybody. So let's get into this tonight. Real quickly here, if you want to support the Boss Rush podcast, please go to our Patreon at patreon.com/Boss Rush Network. Subscribing to the tiers on our Patreon can grant you perks such as the new exclusive pre and post shows. Also, you get voting rights for the spoiler cast and video game book club. You also get be able to have access to exclusive question threads for our Spotlight podcast, early access to Boss Rush After Dark, and more. As always, though, your viewership and your listenership are enough for us. As such, just subscribe to the Boss Rush Network on YouTube and just throw this video a like, please. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or any of those platforms, you can also throw us a like, leave us a review over there as well. You can find all of our banners, features, listicles. It's a listicle.
Yep.
It's a listicle.
It is.
I can't
It doesn't
tell you.
sound right, but it is.
It doesn't sound good.
I can't tell you on video.
It sounds dirty. It sounds dirty.
It does, but it is called a listicle.
All right. You can find all of our banners, features,
And there's
listicles,
usually
reviews,
2 of
and
them.
and more over on our website, bossrush.net. All right, so as you can see, Corey has the night off. He's got to do some real life adult things. So yeah, he's got the night off, which is why you're stuck with me. You know. But Corey did want everyone to have a heads up that he's got the interview of Finish Line Games coming down the pipe, so be on the lookout for that from the network real soon here. Stephanie, you got anything going on that you want the audience to be on the lookout for?
Yeah, in the next few weeks, I'll be recording 2 Boss Rush spotlights. One with Adam or Crash Troid. He produced the music behind Peglin. Met him at PAX West, so we'll be talking about his work with creating music for video games. And then also I will be having Kyle Banks, the sole developer behind Farewell North, next week.
Oh,
It'll
wow.
probably be all released early December. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to both those interviews.
You also had one other thing come out, Steph.
I am?
You did. It wasn't from us, but Stray.
Stray?
Oh my
What?
God. Also, Steph is recently featured on the Side Quest podcast where she talked about Stray, one of her favorite games.
I didn't know we were going that direction. That was Boss Rush related. I'm like, I didn't talk about Stray recently on the Boss Rush podcast. Yes, it was the Fun and Games podcast.
That should have been saved for the end of the show, the announcement section. But yeah, we digress.
Sorry.
All right, Taylor, Pat, the BC crew, book club crew. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call you guys from now on. What you guys got going on? Anything in the pipe?
Well, we do have a book club that we are recording this Friday. We are going to be talking about Life is Strange Double Exposure, and we're going to be bringing in our Boss Rush writer Shane along for the ride for this one. He's really excited. But we also get to hear from Taylor, our new co-host, in this one. So this is exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited because I hadn't actually played a single Life is Strange. So I've been playing the series like the past couple of weeks, trying to get through them all, and then I'm going to tackle the new one. So
you're hardcore.
It's been a very fun experience so far, honestly. I can talk about that later, but it's been a good time.
All right, cool. Matt, as always, is meandering in and out of the Boss Rush at the Boss Rush teams, stuff like that. But he and I and Andre Wilson are starting to put together the reboot of the Hunters for Hire series, which is basically all centered around Monster Hunter. In case everybody's wondering, Monster Hunter Wilds is throwing another demo out there, but it's only for people. It's only for people in Japan. So boo. But they are reviewing everything from the Monster Hunter Wilds beta, all the feedback and everything, and they're supposed to be giving us an answer sometime in December about all the things that they're doing, and just watch the space. We'll let you know more as we hear more. Okay, so this is a segment that we're just going to roll right into. We're we're gleefully calling this the conference call segment because here we all are, in a conference call setting and everything, and we need to talk about the VGA and the Video Game Award nominations. We need to talk about that, because I don't know, the Game Awards, it's like its own monster these days now, So we're going to dedicate the time to go over this segment, but we're going to play a game. We're going to play a game here tonight since we have more than yes. Yeah. Where's my trikey? Nah, we're not doing that. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the categories here that the Game Awards mentioned. Yeah, and you can find all the stuff over at thegameawards.com/nominees, by the way. So you don't have to listen to us to wait and listen to us for. You can go right to that website right now. Continue listening to us though as we talk about all this stuff though. But we're going to go through every category minus a few. Because there are some categories, like for example, why are we not nominated for Content Creator of the Year? Why not? Why?
They gave me a bad address. I keep getting my nominees returned to me. I don't understand. It's weird.
What are we not doing? Are we not giving Keighley the reach around he deserves or something? What's happening?
I like to say it's because we just hired Taylor. If we had her before, we might be somewhere, but
Next year.
Taylor's officially the face of the Boss Rush Network now. Like we're firing that Corey Derrick dude. We're going a different direction. Okay, so as I said, we're gonna go through the categories from the Game Awards, and what we're going to do, I'll call them out. I'll call out the games or the talent that's featured behind it, and then everybody on our panel is going to have their pick for what they believe is going to win or sweep that title, that category, and then we're going to tally this all up later in another show after the Game Awards has happened. We're gonna crown a winner. Somebody might get a chicken dinner out of it. I don't know. Like we'll figure something out.
Wait, so we are voting on who we think will win, not who we want to win.
No, I think
we might want to figure that out right now. Who are we wanting someone to win, or are we picking who is going to win?
I would prefer want.
I think wanting,
just because
so it's catered to our wish list. I like it. Okay. All right. Cool. And I will keep track of the tally because I know by next week, like Corey will have done something and we'll lose track of everything, and then we'll have to go back to the recording and listen to it. So nobody wants to do all that, All right. So here we go. The Game Awards, 2024. We'll start with the big one first, or should we start with the big one or should we do the big one last? How do you guys want to do it?
Big one last.
Big one last.
Big one last?
Big one last.
Okay. All right. Then we're going to go to Best Game Direction. I'm not going to read the information for that category because I don't have the Game Awards site pulled up. I have a doc that's got all this stuff right in front of me. So sorry. Sorry for everyone that wanted a presentation tonight. All right. So the nominees for Best Game Direction go to Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. There's a reason why I paused on that one, by the way. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Metaphor Refantasio. All right, Taylor, we're gonna start with you. Which game on this list are you desiring for the win?
Oh, this is so tough. Best Game Direction. Is there a description of what that means?
Like, I'll pull it up.
Essentially, it's like the director. It's usually the director. So,
hang on. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Okay, all the categories. Best Game Direction. Awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovative game direction and design.
Okay. I say based on that, I am torn between, I think, Metaphor and Astrobot.
Okay.
Because I think
unfortunately though, you have to pick one. we're a hard bunch here.
I'll pick Astrobot.
Nice. All right, so Taylor goes for Astrobot. All right, Matt.
Astrobot.
Okay.
Yay!
Yeah.
Stephanie.
LeRon, why don't we just go with the first initial? That way you don't have to type them out all the way.
Well, you know what? Thank you for being smarter than I am. Thank you.
We all have a different initial. We can pull
Different
this
name.
off.
That's good.
Yeah. Matt, what you feeling here out this list?
I just went.
Yep.
Oh, that's right, you did. Yeah.
Astrobot.
My bad.
I mean, I'll go again. Astrobot again.
Pat, who's you picking?
I'm going with Astrobot.
Astrobot? Okay.
Astrobot.
Stephanie?
I have a strategy behind all my picks, and because of my philosophy on what would qualify for Game of the Year, I do believe that Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree would be a proper recipient of Best Game Direction. Give credit where credit's due, and I believe that's the category where I feel like that's where they deserve an award.
Okay. Stephanie picked the safe one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with
Final Fantasy boy.
She's making the fans happy.
Out for best game direction, I'm picking Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I feel like the Final Fantasy VII remake series has been like the wet dream that gamers, especially gamers that cut their teeth on the PlayStation 1, have been waiting for. All right. So, by the way, like, there's not going to be a lot of discussion on this. We don't want to start fights tonight on the Boss Rush podcast. Not tonight.
I'm leaving then. See you.
We'll wait for Corey to come back and give him those headaches.
That's what the bossies are for.
Yes, we're saving it for the bossies.
And when we have Eddie here, and he can give us his hot takes.
All right, so moving to the next category from the Game Awards, we have Best Narrative. This is for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in the game. All right, the nominees are Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Metaphor ReFantazio, Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill 2. All right, I went last that time, so I'm going to go first this time. For best narrative, I feel like Metaphor has a shot at this. Stephanie.
I favor Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 for the narrative.
Okay. All right, Pat.
I'm going with Metaphor.
Metaphor. All right. Matt.
So I'm picking the one that'll seem incorrect now, but everyone will realize is super correct later, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. That's how it goes with the Yakuza series. Everyone catches up to Yakuza and it's like, oh man, what? This is wild. And yeah, that'll be what happens. No shade to Metaphor. It's probably going to be one of the next games I play.
All right. That leaves you, Taylor.
Mine is pick's going to be Silent Hill 2.
Nice.
Awesome. I thought Stephanie was going to pick Silent Hill 2. I really thought she was. I thought so. I
was debating between the two. I really was, but I just, again, like I'm thinking about other categories too. So I'm like, all right, well, you'll see Silent Hill come back for me.
All right. So next up, we have Best Art Direction. This is for outstanding creative and/or technical achievement in the artistic design and animation. All right, the nominees go: Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring: Shadow of the Erd Tree, Metaphor ReFantazio, and Neva. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Never gonna get it.
Okay. All right. Since Matt likes to break the song and dance, you get the first pick.
Oh, cool. We're in art direction.
That's art direction.
I'm going to go Metaphor.
All right. Stephanie.
Black Myth Wukong.
Black Myth Wukong. All right. Taylor.
I was going to do Neva.
Neva. All right. Pat.
I'm going to have to go with Black Myth.
Black Myth Wukong. Okay.
Yep.
And I'm also going with Metaphor.
Ooh, we got a tie. Shoot, that means we have to rock paper scissors. Says.
What if we had the odd person out say, which of these would you pick? Just of these two. We'll keep your pick as.
Well, if that's the case,
All
I'd pick Metaphor.
and then LeRon just put an asterisk by this, so the asterisk is like win by tie.
Okay. I like that. So Metaphor won.
So what? We just edge out everybody else then?
No, here, I'll show you. I'll show you what I mean. So we're just
show me what you mean.
We're just gonna do that. So
Okay.
it's like when you see a hockey score and it's 3-3 with a star. That means that other team won by shootout. So.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So now we're on the best score in music. This is for outstanding music inclusive of score, meaning that the baseline score of the game, not the overall soundtrack, because that's a thing, or original song and or licensed soundtrack. This is where, you know what? Before we actually start voting on this is where I feel like it gets really convoluted for the Game Awards and stuff like that, because I don't. For example, everybody associates Kingdom Hearts with Simple and Clean and stuff like that. But that one song does not make the game. So I don't like how this category is like, oh, this one song can win it all for this game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've said what I want to say. Pat, the nominees are Astrobot, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Metaphor v Fantasio. Wow, we've got a lot of retreads. Silent Hill 2 and Stellar Blade. Pat, please take the first pick. Final Fantasy. All right, Matt.
So
what you got?
I'm going to hear me out. The gamer choice is Final Fantasy, and that's wrong. The correct choice is Metaphor v Fantasio, because those are the folks that have been soundtracking the Persona games since Persona 3. And I've heard the Metaphor soundtrack, and it freaking rips. So Metaphor is the correct answer.
I'm tired of y'all splitting hairs like this. Taylor, what you got?
It's 1-1.
I don't know. I listened to some songs on the Metaphor soundtrack, and I actually didn't like them. So I'm going with Final Fantasy.
I had such high hopes for you, Taylor.
Sorry.
There's just something about that chanting that's just kind of weird.
It is, yes.
Stephanie, which way are you going?
I'm going with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Oh, snap. We got a 4-way going on here, because I am also picking Rebirth.
Hell yeah.
Fine, like, I will just walk in the closet. It's fine.
Matt, you sit there and you watch.
And I will listen to my jams. That's what I will
do. You'll listen to your chanting battle theme.
Hey,
I will be very impressed if Geoff Keighley can bring the chanting guy to do like a song for the Game Awards, because apparently that's actually a guy that does that.
Oh, that would be very entertaining live for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Wait! I saw the video of that dude. That dude was glorious. I just remembered that. That dude was glorious. All right.
Yeah. Change your vote, coward.
I'm not changing my vote. I'm not changing my vote. But we are going to change to the best audio design category, which recognizes the best in-game audio and sound design. Now, this is different. This is all about like what you hear in the game and not what music is driving the game. So the nominees are Astrobot, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, and Silent Hill. Okay, we got a little bit of diversity going on here this time. Speaking of diversity, Matt, you go first.
Damn, you went to the white guy and you're speaking to diversity? Jeez.
That's why it's controversial. It's controversial, bro.
So I'm going to do one little soliloquy here. Helldivers 2 should be in this category because the sound design in that game is completely underrated. I'm going to pick Astrobot. And I would pick that even if Helldivers was there. Like, Astrobot's amazing.
All right. Stephanie.
This is where I say Silent Hill 2 all the way. The whole freaking time, oh gosh, the noises, the sound effects, it made the game all the way.
Yeah.
Can I just ask a question? If I've never played a Silent Hill game, is 2 worth it? Just like going
Yes.
in?
Yes, 2 is worth it.
I don't even like horror games, and it's my game of the year.
Okay. Like, because I've been hearing about Silent Hill 2, and at least that's one of those games you hear about for like decades, but
yes,
the community around it is not as annoying about it as other franchises. And I've always been sort of curious, so
I recommend.
Cool. Stephanie, our thoughts are one because I'm also going to Silent Hill. Like I don't know. Like I don't know. It's like people are spitting in the wind when they go against like an actual survival horror title in the best audio design category. That's all I'm going to say. Pat.
I'm going with Astrobot because I love the sound of the rain hitting his umbrella. It's just so satisfying.
All right. And Taylor, what you got?
Mine was also easily Silent Hill 2 for the same reasons Stephanie said.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
really good.
Awesome. Here we go. We're making headway on this. All right. So now we got best performance. This is awarded to an individual for voiceover acting, motion, and or performance capture. And we have Brianna White for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Who was Brianna, by the way?
Is she Aerith?
Yeah.
Okay. And we got Hannah Tell from Life is Strange, Double Exposure. Who? Okay, thank you. I'm glad somebody's on this. Humberly Gonzalez for Star Wars Outlaws. I'm pretty sure that was the hero, but I don't remember the hero's name.
Neither do I.
Is it not Jimmy Lightsaber? I mean, come on.
We've also got Luke Roberts.
Maybe.
We got Luke Roberts for Silent Hill 2. Stephanie, that was what was the guy's name?
James Sunderland, and he's got my vote.
Okay, there we go. And then we got Melina Juergens for Senua Saga Hellblade 2. I'm pretty sure that was Senua. So Stephanie is team Luke Roberts.
Sorry, it's like a heavy. Yeah.
She spent all those hours listening to him talk. That's what it is.
I am Team Brianna White, and it's not because she signed a card for me.
Aww.
Taylor, who you picking?
Can be bought. We know.
I was gonna pick Melina from Senua.
Okay.
Melina.
Matt, what you got?
I watched a playthrough of Senua Saga, and I would go with Melina as well.
I was also going that route as well. So yes, so let's see. That's 3 for Melina Juergens. By the way, just a real quick recap for some of the other ones. Silent Hill 2 got 3 picks for the best audio design, best score and music. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth got 4 picks. There was a split in best art direction between Black Myth Wukong and Metaphor ReFantazio, getting two votes apiece. And let's see, best narrative. Metaphor ReFantazio took that with 2. That's 2 people being in consensus, by the way. We're not calling this, because then y'all be like collusion and Geoff Keighley was paying you guys. I would love for Geoff Keighley to pay me, but whatever. And best game direction had 3 for Astrobot. All right. So moving on. Now we are into the innovation and accessibility category. All right. So this is actually one of my favorite categories. I feel like out of all the things the Game Awards has done, like the innovation category is always one of the best ones, because they actually puts attention on the things that you would not normally notice as gamers and stuff like that. So this is all about recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. Our nominees are Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Diablo 4. Was Diablo 4 last year's game?
They're probably talking about the DLC. They should have specified. DLC for Diablo 4 came out this year.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, everybody. That's fucking me up right now.
Wasn't there a thing? What game did he announce that was not going to be eligible last year? Was it Diablo 4?
Oh, I don't know.
because it
4
came
was,
out.
I thought, last year.
Okay, because there were. I remember
was
like a week
October.
before. Or a week before.
Yeah, Diablo
like,
4 had
whatever.
enough time to cook.
Okay, because I feel like it was last year where he said, "Oh, this isn't eligible for nomination, so don't yell at us."
Well, there was a game that came out.
You know
There
what?
was a game that came out right.
Grand Theft Auto 6, because the announcement literally came out like the week before the Game Awards.
Oh,
okay,
and it was for most anticipated title.
All right. So Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Diablo 4, Dragon Age: The Veilguard, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, and Star Wars Outlaws. Taylor, go first.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't have enough information on this category to make like a decision because I don't know what each game has in terms of accessibility features.
Same. So I guess you and I are both just shooting in the dark on here. Who do you think might squeak by with this one?
Okay. Okay, this is so tough. Innovation, accessibility.
While she's thinking, I'll make it easy for everyone. I'm the same way. Out of all the games, I've only played Prince of Persia: Lost Crown, so I also lack information. And purely on principle that Dragon Age: The Veilguard had no other nominations, I'm going to put my vote for Dragon Age: The Veilguard.
I was actually leaning towards Dragon Age, actually.
So you're good with that one, Taylor?
Yeah. That's what my gut was saying.
I'm going with Dragon Age 2. That game got robbed.
I'm going to go against my usual grain, and I'm going to put Black Ops 6 in there. That's my vote. Pat.
Dragon Age.
All right, and
Dragon Age got robbed.
I'm going Call of Duty because I actually heard that they made great leaps in accessibility this year. I don't play those games, but like, and they've been ultimately the same to me since Call of Duty 4. So yeah, like that's if they're doing accessibility things, let them cook.
Nice.
And reward for that cooking.
All right, so next we've got Games for Impact. This is for a thought-provoking game with pro-social meaning and or message. You know, for the mouth breathers and knuckle draggers out there, this is the woke category.
Oh, God. Why'd you have to give that fire any fuel?
Hey, this is what you get when I run the Boss Rush podcast. This is what you get. All right, our nominees include Closer to Distance, Indica, Neva, Life is Strange: Double Exposure, Senua's Saga: Hellblade 2, and Tales of Kinzera Zao. This might as well be the indie category.
Oh, jeez, don't do that.
That's usually one of them.
Yeah. I'm going to start this time. Games for Impact. I'm lobbing this Corey's way because Corey gushed about Senua's Saga: Hellblade 2. He talked so much about it that I actually had to install it onto my ROG Ally. And then I realized I'd never beat Hellblade. So I have to go play that one first. So yeah, Senua's Saga: Hellblade 2 is getting my nod. Taylor, who are you picking?
So yeah, my two top choices are Life is Strange and Senua's Saga: Hellblade. I haven't played or finished Double Exposure yet. But for me, the Life is Strange games for me personally had a much bigger impact on me than the Senua's Saga ones, maybe because it's more relatable. So even though I haven't finished Double Exposure, my vote will be for Life is Strange.
Okay, cool. Stephanie.
I was going between Neva and Tales of Kinzera Zao, but I'm gonna go with the latter in this case. I feel like it showcases some culture that we rarely get to see.
Awesome. I was actually considering Tales of Kinzera, honestly, but I didn't want to be, you know, the dark-skinned person here on the panel tonight that was like going for that because like I remember the narrative behind this game, like the narrative around this game, and it was all a whole bunch of why does it gotta be a black person and all this stuff? Like fuck y'all.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah,
Well,
like you guys didn't pay attention. You guys didn't pay attention to anything the game was about, so shut the fuck up.
Yep.
All right. Well, me as the most probably pasty white person in this panel, I'm actually going to go with Tales of Kanzara because
Awesome.
it was actually a very, very touching story about a young man who lost his father and is trying to
And
deal
was
with
trying
his
to come of
grief.
age. Yep.
And it's actually based on the personal story of the director who made the game.
Yeah.
It was his way of dealing with grief over losing his father.
Yep.
So
all right,
it's a
and
good game.
Matt, who are you picking on this list?
So, of the two games here, or of the games here, the two that I've played are Indica, and I've played Indica and Closer the Distance. I played demos for them. Indica absolutely bowled me over in Steam Next Fest when I played the demo. I haven't gotten around to playing the full release yet, but that game is legit. Like, it might not, on the face, it might not appear to be your cup of tea, whatever that may be, but I would actually say go in anyway. I have a feeling that it'll surprise you. The demo absolutely wrecked me. Tales of Kanzara, like, that's on my wish list to play, but when I read that it was about losing father, like, I don't know if I've ever really talked about this, but my father passed in 2021, and I've not processed that fully yet, so I'm just not ready to go. I'm not ready for that yet. But when I am, I'm coming for you, Tales of Kanzara. But yeah, Indica gets my
I
vote,
think you
for
would
sure.
like it.
Yeah.
It's also a decent Metroidvania as well, so.
Well, now we're talking.
All right, here we go. Next category: Best Ongoing Game. This is awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not.
Wait, why?
Just if you're a Patreon subscriber, just listen to our pre-show. If you're curious about what we talked about, subscribe to our Patreon and listen to the pre-show. All right, so the nominees for this category include Destiny 2, Diablo 4, Final Fantasy 16, Fortnite, and Helldivers 2.
I mean,
It was Final
Final
Fantasy
Fantasy
14.
14.
I said 14, right?
You
No, I
said
said
16.
Yeah, it's 14.
He can't read Roman
That's
numerals.
wild because like I'm usually the Roman numerals. I'm usually the Roman numerals guy. Yeah, I'm always correcting people, and here I got corrected. Oops. Final Fantasy 14 from
Happens.
Square Enix.
I mean, it's your dyslexia kicking in. It's fine.
Matt, your game's in here.
I know.
Is that what you're picking?
Yes. Oh, yeah, of course. No, me, the Destiny guy, right here, present and accounted for. Helldivers 2.
That's exactly why I put your initial by Helldivers 2.
The absolute ongoing narrative of this game this year has been harrowing. It's been joyous. It's been an absolute ride. And really, we've not gotten any. We've gotten like some content additions, but nothing like massive. And it's a wild time. It's a wild time.
All right.
It
Stephanie.
won't win, but it's a wild time.
So based off of all I know, and I believe Final Fantasy 14 won last year, I think. I
think you're right.
I think it's won multiple years, hasn't it?
Yeah, so I'm gonna actually go with Destiny 2 because the final shape came out this year. And I don't know, I've heard really great things from, well, it's mostly Corey, but I'm sure the community is speaking through Corey. So I feel like, Destiny 2's got it this year. It deserves it.
Okay. Taylor, what you got?
My vote's also for Destiny 2.
Destiny 2? All right.
Mhm.
Pat?
Well, I'm gonna go with Diablo 4. They've had some pretty good seasons.
Hey, you know
Yeah.
what? None of us are wrong because none of us picked Fortnite.
Damn right.
Sorry.
Damn right.
Sorry.
Exactly.
I have a
Damn
thing.
right.
I have a thing. All right.
I am also going with Diablo 4. Diablo 4 did have a rocky start when it dropped. Like it was the game, then like a series of unfortunate decisions from the development team, like threw it out of the limelight, and it's clawed its way back up to a very prosperous state right now. So that's my pick.
You could literally trade out the name for Helldivers 2 in the same situation.
Well, it wasn't.
I'm not like trying to change your vote, but I'm just noticing.
No,
you said the exact thing.
Sony Interactive Entertainment's meddling is what put Helldivers on the rocks.
Oh no!
It's
not just so. No. The development team made some dumb decisions.
I remember hearing things about the community manager.
That guy got fired. Well, that guy got fired.
So no, that guy was correct, but him getting fired was also correct. But what happened was the people when I believe they're in Sweden, they took a summer break and they had all these changes in place, but nothing had really been tested. At least this is my understanding of it. And when the changes went through, it messed up the math of the game. And when you mess up the math of a game, it starts to make player experience really terrible. And
I don't doubt it.
All of that happened like slowly, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And then by the end of the summer, everybody was coming back. Okay, they're like, give us 60 days. It took them 63 because they forgot that they don't want to put a patch out on a Sunday. And then it was basically more or less fixed after that. It dropped. This is about the time where everyone's saying, "Oh, you've lost 90% of your player base. Your game is dead," and yet everything was fine. Like the game's still there. It's still good. It was always good.
That's typically how most games are. In all honesty, like it's usually the narrative. It's usually the narrative from the player base that fucks a whole bunch of shit up.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then it's just like people watching and sensationalizing. Like I saw a lot of YouTube creators like talking about it. I'm like, I'll bet you never booted up the game. Like it felt like a lot of people talking about it were in that situation. Like, oh, well, I could talk about this because it's in the news and I can dunk on it. But yeah, I'm talking too much. I'm sorry.
No, actually, I was going to say you might have to be our tiebreaker though, right? Because we have 2 for Destiny and 2 for Diablo.
Mm-hmm.
So pressure's on.
Yeah. All right. So next up is best community support. This is recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency.
Wait.
Nice.
What?
We're supposed to decide.
Yeah,
he's a tiebreaker vote.
Wait. I thought Matt was for Helldivers.
Yeah, but don't you remember what happened earlier?
Oh, that's right.
We gotta do the asterisk.
Yeah.
Okay.
My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So I am voting along political lines here at this point. I cannot stand Blizzard. Blizzard as a company can kind of be just into the sun for
I agree with
that. So the star goes to Destiny.
Destiny's getting the star. For the simple reason: A, political lines. B, I fell asleep in a Destiny 1 raid and became best friends with Corey. So
All right, here we are. Best community support. This is recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity, and game updates or patches. We have finally a new entry here: Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky. Well, look at that. Once again, No Man's Sky is in another category. In that same category. My bad.
The worst game ever won't go away. It's weird.
Best community support.
I would like to hear what Matt has to say about Helldivers 2 for community support.
the community support's been amazing for Helldivers 2. It's so wild.
My vote is for Helldivers 2 then.
All right.
I'm going with Helldivers 2.
Like the fan art on its own is amazing.
All right, Taylor, what you got?
Same thing. This is a category I don't have a lot of knowledge in, but based on what my friends have said, my vote's for Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And
I have heard good things about that.
Matt, did you throw your vote in yet?
You know where to put the M. You know where it's going.
Helldivers. Okay. All right. And just because I didn't want the panel here on my ass tonight, I am not voting for Fortnite.
Yeah.
It's going to Final Fantasy 14.
Okay.
All right. Best independent game. I don't really need to like there's definition out there, but for outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside of the traditional publisher system. And let me look real fast to make sure nobody's backed by a major publisher this time. They are not. Okay. Animal Well, Balatro, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, Neva, and UFO 50. Indies are my blind spot, but I've seen so much about Balatro that I'm like, man, like honestly, I feel like Balatro and Neva are fighting, so
I think you might be surprised. I think it's going to be Animal Well and Balatro are going to be the fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think.
Okay. Like I said, indies are my blind spot. I'm going with Neva.
See, for me, and I don't know about the rest of you guys, the thing I struggle with is the fact that Animal Well and Balatro both are debut indie games as well. I'm like, I need to give one to one and one to the other, but I don't know which one to give to what.
So what are you thinking, Stephanie?
I think for best overall independent indie game, I'm going to give to Animal Well, which will then spoil my choice for best debut, Balatro.
Okay.
Yep, I'm going with Animal Well. Billy
All right.
Basso's game rocked.
All right, Taylor?
I'll do Animal Well also.
Oh man, it's stacked. Matt?
The only two games I've played on this list are Balatro and Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. Both are great. There's a really good essay on Blue Sky by a writer named Megan Bidmead. You should read. It's really good. But my vote is Balatro. I think it's mechanically the best game.
Which one, Lorelei?
Lorelei and the
essay
Laser Eyes,
on.
Yeah. Oh, it's
I gotta read it then. Okay.
By Megan Bidmead, but yeah, it's Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. I'm pretty sure it was her that wrote it. I could be wrong.
Okay.
I'll have to find it, but yeah.
So
Balatro is the best mechanic game.
All right, so let's do some more hand wringing here because now it's time for the best debut indie game, which is for the best debut game created by a new independent studio. We have Animal Well, Balatro, Manor Lords, Pacific Drive, and The Plucky Squire. I'm going to go ahead and go first because I actually played some of Pacific Drive. As a matter of fact, Pacific Drive is the only game in this list that I played, so I'm throwing my vote in behind that.
I am going with Animal Well.
All right. And Taylor.
Mine will be Balatro, which I personally don't like Balatro. I thought it was really boring, but all of my friends are obsessed with it and love it and think it's the greatest thing ever. So I'm going to support it.
and Matt, a little birdie is telling me that it's Balatro.
Yes, right? Yes, it is Balatro or Balatro.
All right, awesome. All right, where are we at? Damn. Okay, we're over halfway there. Okay, good. All right, so best mobile game. For the best game playable on a mobile device, we have AFK Journey, Balatro, Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket. Wow, that's a mouthful. Wuthering Waves and Zenless Zone Zero. Let's fight it out.
I can't tell you how many times I've seen the stupid ad for AFK Journey. So many stupid ads, but that's besides the point. My vote is Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket. It is a blast, and it's really bringing back the card game in a virtual manner.
All right. Taylor.
Yeah, I think either Wuthering Waves or Zenless Zone Zero are gonna win because they're like the new Genshin Impact. But my vote's
Oh.
for Pokemon TCG because I am obsessed with it and it is so fun.
I'm surrounded by Nintendo fans. Matt.
So I had the idea of playing my first Pokemon game this year in
Ugh.
the Pokemon trading card game Pocket, but really all I like I have it. All I like doing is opening the packs and looking at the art and closing it. Balatro.
All right.
Because I played
Pat.
that on 4 platforms now. So
Pat, I'm assuming it's Pokemon trading card game.
It is Pokemon.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna spit in the spit in the eye of defiance, and I'm going with Zenless Zone Zero.
More than
All
welcome
right,
to
next.
do that.
All right, next category is best virtual reality / augmented reality. This is for the best game experience playable in virtual or augmented reality, irrespective of the platform. So basically, it's either a VR or an AR title. It doesn't matter if it's on PlayStation, Xbox, or PC, or some of that other crap that people are playing on. I say that lovingly, of course. Our nominees are Arizona Sunshine Remake, Asgard's Wrath 2, Batman Arkham Shadow, Metal Hellsinger VR, and Metro Awakening. Matt, you go first.
I'm gonna go with the only one of these I actually would be interested in, and that's Metro Awakening.
Metro Awakening? Okay. Mm-hmm. Pat.
I'm going with Batman because who wouldn't want to be
All right.
Batman?
Me.
Taylor.
My vote is gonna be for Metal Hellsinger because I think that's the music one, right? Where you have to attack and time the music. I love
beat. Yep.
Yes, I love games like that.
All right, Stephanie.
I was gonna go with Metal Hellsinger.
Metal Hellsinger. All right. And I guess I'm the only one left. I really don't know here. But I feel like Metro Awakening is where I'm leaning.
Well, now Pat's the tiebreaker.
If I'm the tiebreaker, I gotta go Metro, just because that is a fun series.
All right. Next category is best action game. This is for the best game in the action genre, focused primarily on the combat. We have Black Myth Wukong, Call of Duty's Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, and Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2 has entered the chat.
You already know where mine's going. Just save yourself the time.
Okay, so that's one for Helldivers. Stephanie, where are you feeling?
I know I'm kind of tied up between 3, but ultimately I'm going to lean just narrowly towards Stellar Blade.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Taylor?
My vote is for Black Myth Wukong.
Okay. And I am also going with Black Myth Wukong.
Nice.
And I too shall go with the monkey game.
Wait, monkey balls in this list? He put his own initial in.
Yeah. All right, we're on to the best action adventure game. This is for the best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. Welcome back to the chat, Astrobot.
We missed you.
We've also got Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, and The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. I'm going last, so somebody go first this time.
I don't know, and I don't know why they put Silent Hill 2 there. Oh, gosh.
I was about to say Silent Hill 2 feels weird being in this category.
I want to say Astrobot, but I have to put my vote towards Echoes of Wisdom. I just finished it.
Echoes of Wisdom? Okay. Yeah. Stephanie?
I'm gonna do
I'm sorry, Taylor.
Echoes of Wisdom. You're fine. Yeah.
No, yeah. I was also going Echoes of Wisdom.
Dang, look who's the Nintendo fanboy now.
You shut your face.
I mean, Pat and I were the only ones that voted for a non-Nintendo title here. Just saying.
All right.
Just say it, not Corey.
All right, now we're on to the best RPG. This is for the best game design with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. Nice. They snuck an MMO in there, right? All right, so the nominees are Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring: Shadow of the Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth, and Metaphor ReFantazio. Pat, you first.
I'm going with Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy. I am also going with Final Fantasy. Stephanie?
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy.
Yep. Mine's Final
Taylor?
Fantasy also. Yep.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Matt, you're in the hot seat.
Yeah, get rid of that friggin' slash. You know I'm not going Final Fantasy. Metaphor ReFantazio. Actually, you know what? No. Actually, no. Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth. That's what I'm doing. Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth. Y'all need some more Yakuza in your lives. Just
Well,
saying.
this is so fun. I'm glad we're doing this tonight.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're on to the best fighting category. This is for the best game design primarily around head-to-head combat. Okay. I'm okay with this list for the most part.
Yeah.
We've got Dragon Ball Sparking 0, Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising. Oh my god, there's so many syllables in all these games. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics, Multiverses, and Tekken 8. You guys are going to be shocked because even though I've been playing this game all fucking year, I am not voting for Tekken 8.
Wow.
It is actually going to the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection.
I'm glad you see reason here, LeRon.
Well, I mean, it's really hard considering Marvel vs. Capcom contains like 2 or 3 of the greatest fighting games ever within its bounds. It's really hard for me not to go for Granblue Fantasy because Arc System Works knows how to design a fighter. And Granblue is really fun. But it's
So who's your pick?
But it's Marvel vs. Capcom.
Okay. I just had to make sure. I have a funny feeling because I did not vote for Tekken 8 in the only category that it's in that actually no, it's one more category that Tekken 8's in. But I feel like because I did not vote for Tekken 8 in the best fighting game category, I have a funny feeling that the 25th Dan that I just got promoted to, I'm going to get smacked down. Taylor, how are you voting?
I don't like fighting games at all. It's not my jam, but I will vote Marvel vs. Capcom. So
okay. Stephanie?
I'll be lame and vote for Tekken 8.
Okay. Well, you were actually playing Tekken 8 for a little while.
Yeah.
You were. I forgot who your character was, though.
It was the same one as you, the French guy.
Oh, Victor? Oh, hell yes.
He was my main. Yeah.
Oh, he's so smooth. You know, we will gush about Victor in another episode.
Yes.
Pat, you're last.
I'm going with Marvel.
Marvel? All right.
Marvel versus Capcom. It'd
be nice if Marvel swept the fighting game category, but I don't know. I feel like the Game Awards is so random sometimes that like the shit that is the obvious winner is not going to be the winner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, best family category. This is for the best game.
Sorry, I was laughing.
Oh, okay. I thought I missed something. This is for the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. All right. We have Astrobot, Princess Peach Showtime, Super Mario Party Jamboree. Wait a second. I'm not. Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. You guys know what I was about to do, but we'll just keep it between us.
I
and
actually
then we have the
don't.
Squire.
Please elaborate, sir.
Stephanie, you go first this time.
Oddly enough, out of all the Nintendo games that are on here, I'm gonna pick Astrobot. I had a wonderful time passing the controller back and forth with my son.
Okay.
I'm
sorry. I'm sorry. I got distracted. I'm sorry. Someone go.
Astrobot.
Yep. I'm going with Astrobot.
Okay.
Wow, I feel so alone.
What's your pick?
To me,
What's your pick, Taylor?
I thought the obvious winner is Mario Party because you can play with 4 people with the whole family. Like, it's the only game the whole family can play together.
Yeah, but then you forget the part where Mario Party just sucks as a game.
I feel like Mario Party is dangerous. I feel like Mario Party is to video games what Monopoly is to board games when it comes to family experiences.
And I don't want to put the cart before the horse here. I love playing the Mario Party games, but they suck. And
wow, we'll agree to disagree because me and my brother and sister have been playing it like crazy.
Exactly. I've played it with my little cousins, and I swear that game finds a way to cheat everybody, and it like that's more my problem with it than.
Well, and it's so insidious now, like how you can lose stars not even touching your controller now.
Yeah,
because in that way. Because you pick up the assist character and they do everything but fucking assist you.
Yeah. Oh, you need my help? I'm just gonna go sit over here and drink a cup of coffee. Have fun.
I'm gonna steal 5 of your stars and give it to player 4. All right.
Oh, and if your assist happens to be Wario, you're in for a bad day.
All right, we're almost at the end here too. We're now on to the best sim strategy category. This is for the best game focused on real time or turn-based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. We've got Age of Mythology Retold, Frostpunk 2, Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess, Manor Lords, and Overlord. Unicorn Overlord. Wow, this was a tough title. This was a tough category for me.
Tongue twister.
Exactly. Pat, who are you picking here?
We're going with Unicorn.
Unicorn? Okay.
That's my vote too. Unicorn Overlord.
Put me down, Matt. 3.
All right, Stephanie.
My vote doesn't count, but Path of the Goddess.
Your vote doesn't count. What does that mean?
I was making a joke, so I'm like, well, that's not going to win, so you know.
Oh, okay. I'm with you on that one. I feel like this could be a very hot category here. I don't know. Like, I want Unicorn Overload to win, but I have this really funny feeling that we're going to get thrown in Path of the Goddess is what's going to win. So I'm going Path of the Goddess.
All right.
I have a feeling that it'll be Frostpunk 2 because I don't think the first one ever won anything.
Yeah, that is true. I enjoyed Frostpunk though. Like I liked it.
Yeah, Frostpunk's
all right.
great.
So now we're on the best. Now we're on the best sports / racing category. This is for the best traditional and non-traditional sports and racing game. All right, our nominees are F1 24, EA Sports FC 25, NBA 2K25, Top Spin 2K25, WWE 2K24. Okay, there we go. Stephanie, go first.
This is for you, Josh. WWE 2K24.
All right, Taylor.
Can I just skip this category? I do not do racing games and sports games, so I don't know anything about any of these games. I don't think my vote should count.
You're basically sitting out this vote?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. That's I respect it. Matt.
F1 24.
Okay, that's kind of a bold choice. Pat?
You know what? I'm gonna go with Top Spin.
Top Spin?
Don't play any sports games, but if I played a sports game, I feel tennis would be the fun one.
All right.
Nothing won.
Yeah. I'm going with EA Sports FC. I don't know, Taylor, if you vote. Like, I don't know, maybe one game, maybe easy game.
Here's what you do. Taylor gets the basketball one, and it's just one.
Yes. And watch Taylor win this category. Taylor wins by default for not voting.
I mean, according to the poet laureate Homer Simpson, the two greatest words in the English language are default, default, default. I must
All
be
right,
too
we're on
old.
to the best multiplayer category. Best
You know what mine
multiplayer
is?
for
Put it down.
okay. For outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre or platform. The nominees are Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Matt's pick,
Yep.
Super Mario Party Jamboree, Tekken 8, and Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. All right, so Matt automatically went in for Helldivers. Stephanie, who are you picking?
Clearly Mario Part. Just kidding. Helldivers.
Helldivers.
Wow.
All right.
No shade against Mario Party Jamboree. I did purchase it and I do play with my son and I do like it. But I do feel like Helldivers 2 deserves it.
All right, Taylor.
Yeah, my vote would be for Helldivers 2.
Okay, Pat.
Well, now I feel alone. I was going for Super Mario Party Jamboree.
You are by yourself because I was also going with Helldivers. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
You've been voted off the island.
That is the couch co-op link.
All right, now we're on to the best adaptation. Okay, so this is recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium, that usually being movie or television, usually. Our nominees are, why is Arcane back in here? Arcane just started.
Because it has a new season.
Yeah, season 2.
The season just started.
It
hasn't
people
wrapped.
Like
it hasn't wrapped.
But you know
it's
that
Riot money. Come on.
Every other thing on here. Okay, by the way, the nominees are Arcane, Fallout, Knuckles, Like a Dragon, Yakuza, and Tomb Raider:
Actually,
Legend of
to be
Lara
fair,
Croft.
I don't think Like a Dragon's finished yet either.
Like a Dragon's finished.
It is?
It was only 6 episodes.
Well, then I should actually get on that.
There's a Boss Rush banner that talks about that. You may want to go to the website. All right. Okay. So since I just railed about Arcane, I'm going with Tomb Raider: The Legend of Lara Croft. Taylor.
So I think Arcane's just going to win it, hands down. I feel like everyone's obsessed with it. But my vote is
a fan
for
favorite.
It's a fan favorite, yeah. But my vote's for the Fallout series because I like that one a lot.
Good one. I haven't watched Fallout yet, so I don't know yet. Pat.
I'm going with Fallout. That show was awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really good.
Stephanie.
Fallout.
All right, and Matt.
Boss Rush banter be damned, Like a Dragon Yakuza.
Get that Majima going.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is the last topic we get to talk about tonight.
That is also Matt Mercer.
Dope.
This is the last topic we get to talk about tonight before we go to Game of the Year. So, this is like the fan favorite one here, in my opinion. This is the most anticipated game category. This is recognizing an announced game that has demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. That being said, the nominees are Death Stranding 2, on the beach. Okay, I did not know it had a subtitle. I thought it was just Death Stranding 2. The Ghost of Yotei, Grand Theft Auto 6, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm gonna let everybody go before me because I have a funny feeling that I'm going to really mess some people up with my choice.
Okay, I can go first.
All right, go for it.
You're going to traumatize us if it's anything other than Monster Hunter.
Taylor, what you got?
So for me personally, it is Metroid Prime 4. I love the Metroid Prime series, obsessed with them. I've beaten number 2 like a million times, so I'm very excited for that game.
Best one. Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good.
Echoes, the whole light and dark thing. I love it.
Pat, who are you picking?
I know Grand Theft Auto's the winner, but I'm going with Ghost of Yotei.
Okay. Matt, who you picking?
Grand Theft Auto is probably going to be the winner. I'm not going Ghost of Yotei because they missed out on the opportunity of calling it Ghost of Tsushima, Monster Hunter Wilds.
Tsushima. Oh my god.
That's very clever.
Stephanie?
So, yes, I have to also comment. I hate the fact that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to win. I'm cheering on Monster Hunter Wilds, but personally, it's Ghost of Yotei for me.
All right. And you guys know I was going to throw this to Monster Hunter Wilds. I don't even know why I was trying to make it seem like I was going to do something else besides Monster Hunter Wilds. Come on. Like, I feel like Monster Hunter is the only reason why I'm still fucking playing video games today. This is the only reason why.
We did pause and consider that you might have picked Metroid Prime 4, just for a second, though.
Yeah. But here's the thing about it, though. I'm a big Metroid fan. But the Metroid Prime series has always been like a blind spot for me because like I never got used to the first person perspective. I'm not the best at first person shooters and stuff like that. And doing the stuff that Samus does from first person fucks it up even more. You know, it's not like I can just run and shoot and occasionally jump. You know, I gotta like grapple. I gotta jump and all. It's like oof. All right, this is the big one.
We have a
tiebreaker.
Oh, we do. Oh, we do. Oh, yeah. My bad.
Mine would be for Ghost of Yotei. Is that how you say it?
It's Yotei, I think.
Yotei.
You are never coming back to the Bossers podcast. I'm going to talk to Corey, and you are no longer invited.
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I am not that important around here. I just run a show or two from time to time, but that's about it.
Don't listen to him, Taylor. This was my decision.
All right. We're at the big boy. It is time for Game of the Year. Game of the Year. This is recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. We have 6 nominees for it. We have Metaphor Refantasio, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree, Black Myth Wukong, Balatro, and Astrobot. All right, everybody. All right, we're gonna be nice to each other. It's gonna be a good, clean fight. No hitting below the belt. No name calling. Definitely do not drag anybody's mothers into this conversation. What are we picking?
Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Oh, we have a write-in. Okay, check.
Well, if we're doing write-ins, going with Power Wash.
I'm just so glad that he was looking at everywhere else except that while I was doing.
I saw it when I was at. Look, I have a 49-inch ultra wide monitor. Not much escapes me, and it's curved. Okay. Okay. All joking aside. Game of the Year. This is what I want. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and it's because like the Final Fantasy VII Chronicle has been something near and dear to me. I cannot say Final Fantasy VII has been the start. Final Fantasy VII was the start of my gaming career because I went all the way back to the fucking Atari 2600. But Final Fantasy VII, when it first came out on the PlayStation, was the game that made me realize that video games were a serious commodity. I said what I said.
All right.
Who's next?
I will follow up with that and say, as much as I want Final Fantasy VII Rebirth to
Boo!
This one,
Boo!
Fortunately, I had a much funner time with Astrobot, and that's
okay. I can respect
what's
that.
going to win for me. It's the fact it was super fun. I could not get enough of that game, and I still think about it constantly.
All right, I respect that. Stephanie?
Even though I did not pick this game for many other categories, I do believe that Astrobot is my game of the year. It is incredibly well made, gorgeous, looks good, sounds good, plays well, feels good while playing, and I think it did one heck of a job putting Sony PlayStation in a good place with all their IP. It was the boost that that publisher needed. So even in that respect, I just think Astrobot like really nailed it in all areas.
Yeah, that's a
Awesome.
really good reason. I like that.
Taylor?
Mine's gonna be for Final Fantasy VII.
Yes. Okay, you redeemed yourself. Matt?
So
Are you breaking this tie before it becomes a tie, or are you going to like ice skate uphill?
I am gonna ice skate uphill because my second favorite game that I've played this year is Balatro. And you could put the little M by Balatro.
Right.
I'm going to break the tie.
Well,
and I'm going to throw it to Astrobot for a couple of reasons. One, this Final Fantasy VII saga isn't over yet, right? Or is this the end?
It's not. It's not.
So I have a feeling.
No. We got one more game.
When that next one comes around, it's gonna sweep every category that it's in. They're gonna do a Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Like that's what they're going to do. Regardless as to whether or not it's even the best game in that series. But I think I will throw it to Astrobot specifically
of course,
for that
Ring
reason.
comes out with another DLC, right?
I don't think they will. I really don't think they will. I think their goal here was to do the Bloodborne thing where they do one real big, massive area.
Wait, who do you think they are? Namco Bandai? Wait, Namco Bandai is a publisher.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
all right. All right, well, there it is. That is every major category. For the people who are out there wondering, yeah, we did skip best esports content creator, best esports athlete, and best esports team. The reason why is because we feel because like the collective people here on the panel tonight. Number one, we don't have enough background on a lot of things that are involved in these things, and we're also verbally protesting content creator of the year because none of us are on it.
Yeah,
there it is. Yeah, we can be salty sometimes. Okay, everyone. I want to thank everyone out there that's been watching and or listening to this show. This has been episode 252 of the Boss Rush Podcast.
Wait, LeRon. Sorry to interrupt you. I didn't mean to. Do we want to just like super quickly do what we've been playing?
I missed something. Thank you. What have we been playing? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure everybody got to bed at a decent time and not be mad at me for the show tonight. Okay. All right. So before we wrap up, we're gonna go through what we've been playing. So Taylor, you're up first. What you been playing recently?
So, as I mentioned earlier, I've been playing through the Life is Strange series, which has been it's been such a joy to play through. I know a lot of my friends are like obsessed with it. They were like talking about how amazing the game was, and I knew nothing about the game, so I went in blind, knew nothing about them. And now I understand why people like them so much. Like, I like that they touch on a lot of like real life scenarios. Like the first one was touching on cyberbullying, depression, suicide, and like all this other stuff, and like kind of how you can impact other people's lives and stuff like that. So just by like little decisions you make, it can influence a lot of stuff. So yeah, it's actually impacted me a lot, and I'm really loving it a ton so far. So I'm really excited to play the new one later because we'll be talking about that on Friday. So my goal is to play that game in the next 2 days and beat it.
Awesome.
And then I've also been playing the Thousand Year Door remake, which I've already played it. I'm just replaying it again because one of my friends thought it would be fun to replay through it together. So we are voice chatting at the same time while we play through the game together,
cool.
which has been really fun. And I just love the Paper Mario games. I think I like Nintendo games because they're very creative. They think outside the box. So I like that the Paper Mario games are like that. And they're just very funny. Like the dialogue in the games it cracks me up so much and they're very entertaining. So those are the two I've been playing.
All right. Matt, what you been playing recently?
So I've started playing one of the best games of the last 10 years again because I felt like it was time. I'm replaying Hollow Knight. That's really all I'm playing right now.
I love that game.
Yeah, that game, like, and it was one of those things that, like, when I finished it, when it first launched on Switch, back when it did, like 2018, I think, I played it and it stuck with me for so long, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna play it on PlayStation because I never did. And I started and I just immediately started to fall in love with it. And I realized how much of the game I actually forgot. So it's fun to get lost in that world again. I know that Metroidvanias they tend to get, you know, the one fault against them is it's too easy to get lost. And sort of Hollow Knight's design, like, they want you to get lost because they want you to learn the world and they want you to look around and see what's there. And it's such a richly designed world, and the story's really cool, the lore is great, and the combat's awesome. But that's it.
All right. Pat.
All right, well, let me get the bad one out of the way. Lego Horizon Adventures. You know, I played this now for a couple hours, and I am struggling to play it because it does not have the charm that the Lego games are used to. I will say the game is absolutely gorgeous. I love how everything is made out of Legos this time. Like, literal backgrounds are made out of Lego. And the animations are very much like a Lego movie quality. However, a lot of the things that I feel made Lego games charming uh, isn't there. The levels are not fun to explore. There is almost no exploration into these levels. There's no little Easter eggs to find or whatnot. It's plain, and I don't know. It's just you also don't have a whole selection of characters to choose from with different abilities. It's you play as one of 4 characters, and it's a struggle to play. I'm finding it to be very boring right now. But a game that I am playing that I am actually enjoying is Dragon Quest III, the 2D HD remake. And it's kind of funny. This game looks absolutely gorgeous. The 3D, like, popping, like, textures and the backgrounds is beautiful. The music, top notch orchestra that you're used to with the whole Dragon Quest games. Uh, the rest of the game is very old school, though. The game does not give you a whole lot of direction. And even though they do really hard to make it very accessible, um, like, they give off this thing called the recall ability where you can record a conversation and then play it back, as well as put the objective on the map saying you want to head to this direction. But for the most part, it's very, like, you just kind of wander on your own accord and hope you find something, like a quest to take on. That's not saying it's bad. It's definitely a product of the NES era where there wasn't a whole lot of direction you could go with. Like, the stories are pretty bare minimal. But I will say it's a very good remake, that it has a lot of those feelings of old school NES RPGs, but it looks great too. And you can also speed up the battles, which I highly recommend, because normal speed is a slug. Like,
That's good to know.
I yeah.
Those
I
games
mean, I
took
wouldn't go like
forever
very.
then.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I mean, I wouldn't go like very fast, but I felt the fast pace was fine in the game, but normal was just like, what the hell? It's like, okay, you hit someone, 5 seconds later, watching the text scroll. Now we move on to someone else's turn. It's like, okay, you can speed this up. But yeah, it's a great place to start if you're looking to see what Dragon Quest is all about. It's officially the start of the Erdrick series, or the Erdrick trilogy. So, but if you want a Dragon Quest game, like, if you want your very first Dragon Quest game, I'd still recommend Dragon Quest 11 to be your very first one, just because that's the best of everything.
Yeah.
But this one's classic.
I loved the first 3 when I played them way back when. But yeah, the one thing that holds me back from going the HD 2D route is I remember how much those games did in terms of like just leaving you to figure it out, and it was a lot.
Oh, one of the nice things is there's also difficulty selection in this one, so you don't have to feel old school NES difficulty on your RPGs. And if you want to try and just like rush through the game, you can lower it to a lower difficulty and just play more for the story and experience than the actual grind.
Cool.
All right. Is that it for you, Patch?
Yep.
All right, cool. Stephanie?
Great to piggyback off that because I am also playing Dragon Age. Sorry, Dragon Quest 3 2D HD remake. It's actually my first Dragon Quest game. I love everything about it, and I technically don't mind the minimal direction because it's probably the first game in a long time that really brings me back to that. I don't know. There's just something about, in a sense, it's simple, and sometimes simple is best when you just want to explore and get to know a world. But the problem is, for me, is when you or walk around and you encounter enemies randomly. I don't have a problem with that because that was like Pokemon. I had no problem. But for a game that shows little direction, so I'm like encouraged to wander around, I get very irritated. I'm like, damn it, I keep getting interrupted by these battles. But that might be a me problem. But that's a lot of fun. I wasn't particularly happy that the game insulted me at the beginning by calling me a wimp. I've since then changed my personality to meathead, just out of spite. So, and
Don't feel bad.
yeah.
It insulted me too. It first said you are a lone wolf and you are destined to be forever alone. I'm like, thank you, game.
Ouch.
This hurts.
If it just went, you are a lone wolf, it's like, oh, that's cool. Like I'm a, I don't know, badass. But they didn't. Yeah, had to throw in
Yeah,
that
but it's
second
not
part.
because you're cool.
Forever alone.
Yeah. So
It's because
you don't
nobody
play well
likes
with others.
God.
yeah, so it's very cozy game for me to play for the rest of the fall and winter. And then I rolled credits on Echoes of Wisdom. So solid,
Nice.
solid 2D Zelda game. I love it.
All right.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. So I guess it's me now, right?
Yeah.
All
Take
right.
us home.
So Pat, so you asked me last week when I was talking about Mario vs. Luigi Brothership. Okay, so I embellished. It felt like I was playing 20 hours of the game. My time on the game was actually 12 hours when I turned it back on after we recorded. But here's the crazy part, right? Because remember how you mentioned have I unlocked battle plugs? If I just played the game 10 more minutes, I would have unlocked battle plugs. And yeah, that is like one of the best fucking mechanics I've ever played
Game
in a
changer
game.
right there.
Yes. Oh my god. Like I feel like battle plugs should have been in Mario and Luigi. Maybe not the very first game, but at least by the time we got to the second game, like they should have already had this thing in there.
They should have
Kudos to
put the battle plugs before you got through the first sea, like they introduced it in the second one.
That is true.
That's like 8 hours later.
I know. It's crazy, but yeah, I'm still playing Mario and Luigi Brothership. It is a wonderful game. Like I said last week, it's my palate cleanser game, and I am so happy I picked it up day one. Like I actually picked up a physical copy because like I don't know, it's just something. Once Mario and Luigi got out of the Game Boy Advance and moved into Nintendo DS era, every Mario and Luigi game I bought since then was digital. So I was kind of happy that I actually bought a physical copy for this one. Yeah. And then, I announced it earlier. I just got promoted 25th Dan in Tekken 8. That means I am only 5 more promotions away from being Yay. Not the top rank, but basically top ranked for my character, Victor Chevalier.
Good job.
And yes, right now I have him customized. He looks like Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid 3.
Dude, nice.
Dope.
Yep. Yeah. So that's everything I've been playing. I played a couple missions with my boy Andre and Monster Hunter Iceborne because he needed some help like acquiring some materials and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, sure, I'll host. And then I'm the one that got all the materials he needed while he still has to like deal with it. So yeah, there'll be more Monster Hunter coming up. But actually, I was talking to a friend today actually. And I was like, you know what? I'm having fun replaying Monster Hunter World and Iceborne. But now I have the itch to get back into Monster Hunter Rise. So, oh my god, it's I'm up and down and all over the place when it comes to Monster Hunter, but wouldn't have it either way. All right,
Just jump to generations. Just jump to generations.
No. I'm not going back to.
Go old school.
I'm not going back to Legacy Monster Hunter. I'm not going back to Legacy Monster Hunter. No, hell no. No. I don't like the fact that your character literally stops, drinks his potion, flexes, and all the time the monster's looking at you like, what the hell are you doing? I'm about to eat you. You guys don't understand. I've been playing Monster Hunter for 20 years. I've been playing since Monster Hunter 1. And World changed the world for me. And that's for me being a dyed-in-the-wool pro with Monster Hunter. But that's where I'm leaving it at. I want to thank everyone for watching and or listening to this episode of the Boss Rush Podcast. Taylor, Matt, it was wonderful to have you guys. Please come back, do the thing, and please tell your friends about the experience. Please. Just a quick shout out. You can catch new episodes of the Boss Rush Podcast every Monday on your podcast service of choice. Remember, this is the flagship podcast for the Boss Rush Network. You can get the ad show free along with other perks like exclusive pre-show for as little as $1 over on our Patreon. So please do that. Check out our merch and find all of our content over on bossrush.net. Stephanie, Pat, thank you tonight as always.
It was a good conversation.
Hey, everyone. This has been episode 252 of the Boss Rush Podcast. Thank you for watching and or listening to us tonight. And until next time, we will see you. Don't forget, vote for whatever game you feel like is going to win at the Game Awards. Because guess what? We're not getting paid for this.
Nope.
Yeah. We love you. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
So long.
Happy belated birthday, Corey!
If you want to see how you can become a Patreon producer, head on over to patreon.com/BossRushNetwork. The Patreon producers for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Christian S., Sana Dierig, Francisco Santillan, Matthew Kiel, and Todd Oxtra. Thanks for your continued support of the Boss Rush Network.